Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to another exciting Lucas Chat podcast with your hosts Kennedy Lucas and Tyrus Lester. Now, unfortunately, Tyrus is out on vacation right now, so it's just me doing this podcast today. Of course, we're doing it over the hit new podcast, and the hit new anime for this month is School Idol's Love Life School Idol Project Season 2. Of course, if you guys seen the weekend vlog, you guys know that I talked about this anime. You guys know that it won #1 for this month of July, well, late June, early July. Hopefully you guys are enjoying you guys this month. I know by the time you're seeing this podcast, it would already be past, but happy 4th of July to everyone and the Lucas Nation fans out there in the world. Now, today we're going to have some fun with this podcast because you guys have noticed I talked about this anime a lot within the past weeks, and to see that it won #1 for the month of July, I'm very excited for this, and I'm very excited to talk about this show, so let's get into it. So, if you haven't seen season 1 of this show, I recommend you guys go back to see season 1 of School Idol's Love Life School Idol Project season 1, so you guys can kind of get a feel of the characters and know each character, you know what role each character plays before seeing in season 2. Then again, of course, they do have a Love Live School Idol movie that's out there for the website. Of course, I probably will be watching that anime movie in the month of August, maybe September, and have it reviewed and probably do a podcast over it because I like it how anime does anime movies. I think most anime companies out there that make great animation make a movie, like Shuffle. Shuffle, if we want to go back, Shuffle was my first anime that I watched, down to Angel Beats. I think Angel Beats needs to do a movie. K.L.P already did a movie, and the movie was fantastic. And of course, that movie was reviewed and was sent out for the website as well. Let's see, I think Bach and Tess should get a movie. I think Mysterious Girlfriend X should get a movie. I don't think Railgun needs to get a movie because Railgun has so many series and so many different outlooks on it, but I think Be It Gotta HK should get a movie. That's one of my prime, not so much fan service, but more of your sexy type of anime to really get into. So, School Idol, Love Life Season 2, and Love Life Series has a movie that is out for the website. Of course, if you go to the K.L.P Network and you click on the anime tab, it's going to direct you to our new sponsorship, justdubsanime.org. Search it up and you'll see the movie right after the two seasons. Of course, this show is great. Of course, if you're into your music type of anime, you will enjoy this anime. If you're not really too carrying onto your music anime, you probably will not like this anime. Of course, it's your cutesy. It's more of your cutesy type of anime. It's not so much of your mecha. It's not so much of your fan service. It's not so much of your ecchi. It's just your musical anime. There's no love romance into this. So it's just, if you're into music, you will enjoy this. And seeing the two seasons, I actually did enjoy each season. I do think season 2 was a little bit better than season 1 because just like last night, I watched a little bit of this last night, uh, and there was an episode that just made me laugh, and it was really funny. So here's a little description here. We have it from the anime world wordpress.com. They say Honoka Kozaka. Honoka is the main character. She's the one with the brown hair, and the leader of the idol group called Muse is a girl who loves her school. And please forgive me, and Tyrus, if he's listening to today's podcast, he knows that it's hard to pronounce these Japanese. Otonakizaki Academy. I actually did pretty good there. When the school is planned to be closed down due to lack of applicants, Honoka becomes determined to save it. Learning that the school idols are popular, Honoka and her best friend start up a school idol group called Muse, pronounced Muse. Of course, it says it has a U, but we pronounce Muse. In order to attract new students. Once they successfully prevented Okanakizaki Academy from closing, the girls from Muse aim for higher grounds and participants in Love Live. Love Live is in the description, is kind of a competition. Of course, they're in a competition between Arise. Arise is the other group that's also in the show. The main character is voiced by, and we'll get to the voice actors a little bit later, but I know Arise's main character and main lead is voiced by the girl from K.O.P. I forgot her. I think she was the drummer. I forgot her name. I can't believe I forgot her character name. It'll probably come back to me. Love Live, the ultimate school idol competition featuring the best groups in the country. So welcome back to full season reviews, of course. We're doing a lot of reviews here now. We do have a bit of highlights and downsides from animethief.wordpress.com. Of course, this reviewer has some highlights and some downsets. The highlights here, the filler, it really expands a lot of the characters and don't get full characterization last season. Fillers are really good. And back in college, of course, you guys know that I'm in college, and I took communications, public speaking communications, and in the show they had a lot of fillers, and I think is really good for this type of show. It makes the characters feel more realistic, not like they're reading from the script. They kind of act it out, and they know what they're looking for. They know how to speak into the mic and know how to act the character and make it seem more believable. The second highlight they have is the songs have deeper meaning than ever, like Slow Halation. Now, Snow Halation was that episode I watched last night when they were when Katori, Honoka, and Umi was stuck in the school because they had some meeting at school and it was snowing, and they had their friends and classmates come out and shovel out the snow and for them to run, and they sung Snow Halation. That was a deep song. I think season 2 songs are tremendously deeper than season 1. Season 1 is more of your kickoff show, and they introduce some new songs, but I think season 2 has some deeper songs. Most of Muse's girls become more round as people as we learn their backstories. Is their third highlight. Every character does have a down story and does have a backstory with them, and it really shows into season 2's show. It really shows a lot down to Nico's backstory of her parents going away on business, and she has 3 other siblings to kind of take care of, and she lied about being the lead vocalist and being the lead singer in the center of Muse, and later on they find out that her friends such as Katori, Honoka, Umi, Ellen, they come in, they try to come to her house and actually understands her deepest feelings. And Nico, she's more independent. She has to take care of her little siblings like any sibling would. So they say the final arch every episode after episode 10. We haven't passed episode 10 yet, so I can't really relate for episode 10 because we haven't really passed through it. I think we're watching episode 10 tonight. Now down to the downsides, and every anime is not perfect. I don't just pick an anime that I like. I pick an anime that, well, we pick an anime that we review and really do like. Uh, it depends on how well the anime is and how good the graphic style was. I can tell that whoever developed the show series kind of developed and picked on from the AKB 0048 series. Once the groups get into singing mode and they start singing and performing, the CGI is a little bit different, and you can see it. I think they picked up that element from AKB 0048. And it's good that they picked that up because it makes the art style a little bit different and more interactive. The character in depth field is a little bit different, especially when seeing. And my first musical seeing it was my first musical again was AKB, and I saw it and we watched over an episode because what we do is here at K.L.P Entertainment we go to different sites and we look up the animes that we haven't heard of before, and then we kind of do a little sample. We kind of do a little sample episode to see if it's worth watching. And I remember it was before summer. It was spring of 2015. We watched AKB 0048. No, it was even before that. It was winter of 2014 before it became 2015. We were watching an AKB we were sampling off of a website, and your average anime style, and then they switch the CGI when they're performing or they're doing a dance or they're singing on a concert. The CGI was a little bit different. It was more it was better, and I looked and I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is the musicals that I want to sort of review. And luckily we picked up AKB 0048 season 1 and season 2. Hopefully they get season 3, time can tell. And then Love Live came into the picture. So we saw Love Live. We did a sample episode for Love Live, and they had the same elements and the same CGI format from AKB onto Love Live. And I said, okay, yeah, this is the show we want to review next because this is it. They have the for their downsides. They said the consistent switching between the CGI and normal animation is still weird. With that, I want to say yes and no. I want to say yes to no to that because I think in my opinion, and I kind of have to sort of agree. Again, this is a yes or no with me with that. I think what they should have done with the show, with switching between the CGI and the normal animation, with their performance, I wish they could have just kept the CGI the same throughout their whole concert, without their whole performance. I wish they could have just kept the CGI the same when they're performing, and then switch back to the normal animation when they're done singing. They're back to their storyline. I think that would have developed and they would have turned better. I think the anime would have been more slicker if they did it that way. It does kind of get confusing when you're switching between animation and between CGI. Again, they want to sort of maintain not that video game feel, but they want to maintain that anime feel because that's what this is, an anime. But if they were to just kept the CGI the same thing, just keep it through the performance and through the concert, keep the CGI just rolling through, and then after they're done, switch back to the normal animation. So that's why I say it's a yes or no type of thing with that, because they do want to remember the fans that this is an anime, this is not a video game, this is an anime. But then, yes, they should have just kept CGI the same throughout their performance and kept it as that, because so the fans won't get confusing. So with that point, it's a yes or no type of question. The next thing is there's no Maki, no Umi, no Hanayo, no Katori backstory episode. While they are full characters, they can always go further. For example, Hanayo's mother used to be an idol when she was young. That's one of the reasons she's so into idols. This could be a filler about that. Yes, I do agree with this downside. Those characters do not have a backstory. I would love to see what Umi and Katori's backstory could have been like. I know with Kentori, with the season 1, she was planning on leaving the idol group to go to a higher school because of her good grades. That was a small backstory, but having a full backstory would have been great. With Katori, though, her mom works is a principal at the school, so I don't think she really needs much of a backstory. With her mom working at school, I do want to know where her dad is, because you see her and her mom. Where's it at? Did they divorce? Did they split? Did he die? What happened to the daddy in that? Umi, yeah, I wish she had a backstory, because in season 2 she does get a little violent. Well, not too violent. She gets more not aggravated, but more uptight. And I saw it. Her and Honoka, they was arguing in the trailer of the movie, so I want to know what she's like. Maki, I want to know what her story is. I think she's the one with the purple hair with the big house. When they went to training, went to that big house, so maybe she's rich. The third downside, they said snow halation will shorten. The version we got was awesome, but since the song was at the end of the episode, I was expecting them to use the extra time to put the entire song in there, especially the high fly jump. I love the high fly jump. High fly jump they do in slow motion. They do that high fly jump in motion. Again, I think they shortened the songs just because of the episode time. Of course, when you're in development with anime and you're trying to have it out for these websites, you have a limit of songs you want to do, and you have a limit of time episodes, so you can't really go over. Well, some animes they do go over, but it depends on what kind of anime website is partnered up with you. I know some anime sites, and this is true story, I'm not, bull crapping this. Some anime sites only allow you to do 24 minutes of anime episodes each. And if you don't follow through with that contract, then that episode does not get launched to that website. So they kind of have to budget themselves out, and they kind of have to make sure they're in that 24 minutes. They go up to 24 down to 30 episodes limit. So you can't really hate on them too much. Is what I guess that's what I'm trying to say, because they're trying to make sure that anime runs for 24 minutes. So as we're getting the behind the scenes of Love Life, we're gonna go through the characters. This is what we do for every podcast. Well, anime podcast is that. We don't really do that too much in movie podcasts, because who plays who. But with anime, we go behind the scenes, and we kind of do a little reference between the characters. Okay, so now we have here from K.L.P Studios and K.L.P Entertainment, we now have the official voice list of the characters. Now, we're not going to go through every character, not the side characters, but we're going to go through the main characters. So we're going to go down to Maki. Maki is the one with the red hair. She is more of the, she's the rich girl, played by Kathleen Glass. And let's see if we can get some other roles she played in. Oh, she played in a lot of characters here. She played Narine from Shuffle. Again, first anime that we watched. Of course, she played. Let's see. She also played. Again, if I can't pronounce, she was my favorite in Show by Rock. Rotary from Show by Rock. She is the girl. That girl with the what color is that? Brown hair with glasses. She's the quiet one. She's the nerd with all them computers. That's why she was my favorite. And of course, she played in so many other voices that we're not really too familiar with. But she also played Lilith Bristol from Absolute Duo. I think that show got a podcast for #1 as well. So, congrats to Kathleen Glass, very tremendously talented voice actor. She played going down from Roy to Reed, the quiet one, down to Lilith, with the British accent. She did really well in that. Of course, Katori Minami. I'll be honest with you, Katori Minami is one of my favorites in the show because she's the smart one, she's the responsible one. She's just played by Christina Valenzuela, if I pronounced that correctly. Oh, her model picture is pretty. She plays the little girl from Kaharu from the series Your Lie in April. We're looking at more here. She plays Mio from K.O.N. Really extends her voice. And that's pretty much it. That all we know from that role, from her role. We're gonna skip. Well, the mother from Katori's mother, played by Karen Strassman. She also plays Miyuki in Lucky Star, a longtime favorite anime. Didn't she also play? I think she also played in K.O.N as well. Yeah, she also played K.O.N. She played Yamanaka, the teacher that used to be in the band back in the day. She's the teacher now. She also played in K.O.N. I thought she did. Umi played by Kira Buckland, if I pronounced that name right. Sorry, Kira. Excel World. That's the only show that I know from her role. Hadio is played by if I can pronounce this name right. I know X is sometimes sounded like a J. I can't pronounce her name. I'm sorry, Lucas Nation fans. I cannot pronounce her name. But she played Ui from K.O.N, Ui's sister, the one with the ponytail. Sorry about that. I can't pronounce that name for nothing. We're going over down to Nozomi, played by Laura Post. Not too many roles she played in that role, but good voice actor. She must be a new voice actor. Erica Litbeck, also she plays Eri. She is actually in a dual voice acting right now because we're still reviewing Your Lie in April. She also plays Kaori from Your Lie in April, the violinist. So, and I'm really Erica Lindback, if I pronounce your name right, if you're watching podcasts, I am actually proud of your voice acting because you're very talented and your voice is just magnificent, and you must be a new voice actor because you hear on your records here that she only has 5 current roles that she played. Your Lie in April was the #1 hit in April. How fitting is that? In April and in May. So Your Lie in April, that's a good anime, and I encourage you guys to watch this show. Of course, she plays Ibarra from Compellion. That anime was reviewed in the summer of 2015. Compellion. Ren is the girl, the kind of the tomboyish type of girl, but she's funny, and that was kind of her backstory. As she had a short haircut, and she would dress tomboyish, and then now she wears skirts. Played by Faye Mata. And Faye Mata, you're a very good voice actor. I love Ren's character and her voice. And Faye, this is your first role, so welcome to the anime world. Hopefully you get more roles, but this was her first role. Down to the main and last character. Oh, hold on. Before we go to Honoka, I forgot about Nico. Nico was played by Erica Mendez. She also plays Tsubaki from Your Lie in April. That's dual role for right now. Let's see. Let me make sure we're not missing anybody. Okay, so yeah, Tsubasa Kira. That's the character. That's the center from A Rise, played by Cassandra Lee Morris. I wanted to bring her up because she also plays in K.O.N. Ritsu. There it is, Ritsu. I can't believe I forgot that name, her character's name, but it's Ritsu. Also played in K.O.N. and she also played in Compellion. She played Aoi from Compellion, down to Taiga from Toradora. So Cassandra Lee Morris, yes, good voice actor. The movie, K.O.N. movie was great too. Down to our last character, and I think, yeah, our last character, because I don't want to bring out too many characters. Oh, before we get to that, one more character. She also plays the sister of Honoka, Yukiho. It's played by Christine Marie Kamenos, if I pronounce that last name right. She also plays in K.O.N. as well as Azusa from K.O.N. She is the girl with purple hair. She plays guitar. She came more in season 2 of the show. Well, she came a little bit at the end of season 1, then season 2. So, and she had quite a few roles to play as well. So you know. So down to our last character, Honoka. The main character is played by Mary Eve Harrington. And surprisingly, Mary Eve, this is her first role of Honoka. That's her first anime role. So again, Mary Eve, welcome to the anime world. Hopefully you get more roles so K.L.P Entertainment can review more anime with your name on it. So those are the voice actors for these characters. Again, I cannot stress enough how good this anime is. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the podcast here today. Love Life School Idol Project Season 2 is available right now. You can go to K.L.P Network, click on the anime tab, and you guys can search it up and it's there. Of course, you can also go to the K.L.P Network and you can see what anime episodes that we are currently on and currently reviewing as well. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this series as much as I did, and I hate to see this anime go. I think next weekend we're ending their season entirely until the month of August or maybe September when we watch the movie of Love Live. So hopefully the movie will be as good as the series of season 1 and season 2. So I can't wait for that. Again, Tyrus, he's going to come back to the podcast. He's going to be reviewing something else, but he is out on vacation right now, so it's just me doing the one-man show right now. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this podcast. Have become more informational. Please be sure to check out the weekend vlog this coming up weekend, because we talk about a lot of good stuff on that show, on Weekend Vlog show. So hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe at the bottom. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. You would not be disappointed. You guys will love the great content. And please be sure to check out all the social media accounts in the link description below the video player, so you guys can see all our social media video content, so you guys can see it all. As of right now, I'm Kennedy Lucas, logging out.